At the beginning of the film, Tom, a police officer, is experiencing intense remorse. He stole money and drugs from the police evidence room a few days ago. In the meantime, a stolen truck is being pursued by Tom's fellow police officers. A group of robbers are attempting to flee inside. Among them, a female named Mia and her partner Jerry. Officer Chad is killed after they hurl a drug-filled washing machine from the truck, and it collides with a police vehicle. Even though the police are enraged, the thieves escape. In contrast, Tom is at a store purchasing Christmas presents for his daughter. Lawrence, the mayor of the city, is speaking on the TV in the store. He was recently exonerated of several felony accusations. In an attempt to give his daughter the presents, Tom visits his ex-wife Danny, but Danny declines since the girl is asleep. Tom goes outside to meet Lonnie, his new partner, who is working on a case involving domestic abuse. Even the violent husband is thrown down the stairs by her. In the meantime, after killing a police officer, Mia, Jerry, and their boss Charlie are in a panic. They were collaborating with the Triad, a Chinese crime organization. Charlie and his team proceed to deliver the money to Triad boss Leo. Leo is pleased and gives Charlie credit for the work. Abruptly, however, masked guys enter the building and begin shooting. Leo is slain, but Charlie and Jerry barely make it out alive. Lonnie and Tom reach the location of the crime. The scene is a carnage. Charlie is seen fleeing as Tom views the surveillance camera. Your son Charlie was at the scene where the Triad got wiped out. Tom confronts Mayor Lawrence directly. Tom tells Lawrence to calm down, saying, either get your son out of the city or both of you will be in big trouble. In the meantime, one of China's most dreaded mafia queens, Miss Chen, Leo's mother, arrives in the city. She is devastated and incensed at seeing her son's lifeless body. She makes a vow to find the person who did it. In search of information on Charlie, Tom beats up gangsters as he storms across the city the following day. When he eventually locates a wounded criminal, he is informed, yes, Charlie was there, but he didn't kill anyone. 3 men in hockey masks came in and shot up the place, the man responds. Leo was slain by that. Tom gets shook when he hears this. To see how his friend Chad is doing, he departs and goes to the hospital. Larry and Jack greet him there and remark, you should have come yesterday. Larry informs Tom that Charlie was responsible for Chad's injuries after he threw the washing machine and took the pills. He then went on to murder the Triad. You still work for Lawrence, so this is bad for you, people remark. Following the most recent catastrophe, we ceased working for him. Tom disputes this and heads upstairs to meet Lisa, Chad's wife. Chad and Tom were once partners, but Chad's health deteriorated following the washing machine incident. Chad always talks about you, Lisa informs Tom. That reminds Tom that he and Larry had taken money and narcotics from the police evidence room a few days prior. Tom subsequently discovered the man was an undercover officer after he unintentionally shot him when a guard apprehended them. Despite the desire of Tom and Chad to assist, Larry then ordered Tom to dispose of the body after killing the cop. In the meantime, Mia's uncle Raul is obtaining phony passports for Mia and Charlie. Raul assures her that he would provide the passports to her at a nightclub that evening. Tom is at the station on the police side. Lonnie, his companion, shows him hockey masks that she discovered during a brawl. Her investigation impresses Tom, but Lonnie is annoyed because Tom continues to work alone. She also tells Tom that Leo's mother, Miss Chen, has come to exact revenge on her son. Sherry, Tom's supervisor, yanks him away and chastises him, saying, you failed to assist your teammate. You kept Charlie's status as Lawrence's son a secret. Sherry says she doesn't trust Tom anymore and hands the case on to Larry. Tom apologizes and begs, if you have any information, tell me, when Lonnie becomes upset with him for losing the case. Larry is going to ruin this. Charlie and Mia are innocent. Lawrence is on his way to his office in the meantime. The Triad thugs suddenly attack his car, murder his men, and take him hostage. Raul's garage is reached via Tom. He confronts Raul after discovering the forged passports. At last, Raul announces that they will be picking up the passports tonight at the nightclub. When the police arrive, Tom tells him to be quiet and then poses as an interrogator as they remove Raul. Miss Chen asks her guys about what transpired in the meantime. One of Charlie's crew members, Jerry, is apprehended and says, I wasn't even present when Leo was slain. I'm not sure who the masked men were, but they appeared. Jerry's going to be killed by Miss Chen when he hastily exclaims, wait, I can assist you in locating Mia. Miss Chen pays close attention. Mia shows up at the nightclub that evening. In an attempt to win her trust, Tom locates her there and presents the passports. I work for Lawrence, he says. Mia, though, is afraid and perplexed. Larry, Jack, and their police gang appear out of nowhere. Mia murmurs, these are the same guys who wore the hockey masks and attacked Leo. Since when did you start committing crimes in masks? Questions Tom to Larry. Tonight, you won't get the girl. The triad goons then show up, and a fierce battle ensues. When Larry tries to push them away, they attack him. Charlie soon joins them after Tom defends Mia by fighting off the thugs. I was sent by your father Lawrence, Tom informs Charlie. Upstairs, Tom, Charlie, and Mia flee. In the meantime, the approaching officers are given a false report by Larry and Jack, two corrupt police officers. Tom phones Ellie while he and Charlie and Mia are driving. Tom clarifies, Leo was attacked by Larry and Jack. They'll target Chad and me now that they know I've worked it out. I'm on my way to the woods to my cabin. Go save Chad at the hospital, please. I need your help just once. Ellie nods and leaves quickly. One of Miss Chen's men, Lang, shows up at the hospital with a gun. We killed your nephew, but now your people are coming after us, Larry tells him over the phone. Keep in mind that we have done a great deal of grunt work for you. You were supposed to bring me the drugs, Lang responds. In order to rescue myself, I will now ensure that Charlie bears the responsibility. After hanging up, Lang shoots the guard and then Chad before barging inside the hospital. Chad's wife Lisa shows there just in time to witness her husband's death. When Lonnie tries to step in, Lang murders Lisa and runs away. After pursuing Lang, Lonnie shoots him in the leg and takes him into custody. In the meantime, Mia and Charlie had arrived at the cottage in the woods, where Tom was tending to Charlie's injuries. Tom called Lawrence and said he could come get Charlie at any time because they were at the cabin. However, Tom was unaware that Chen had already apprehended Lawrence. Our sons worked together, Chen said to Lawrence on the way. They were companions. They became friends with one another. Laney made Lang phone Larry and summon him back at the warehouse. After some time, Larry and Mark arrived and met Lang in person. However, Laney barged in with weapons drawn and cuffed both of them just as they were ready to make a deal. Tom had an uneasy feeling at the cabin. Lawrence had not returned the call. Tom loaded his shotgun and put on his bulletproof vest. At that moment, Charlie came over and said, we ought to go. Already wary, Tom cautioned him, saying, put down whatever you're hiding. The cabin was suddenly attacked. Guns blazing, Chen and her soldiers had come. Together, Mia and Charlie repelled the intruders. They defeated the thugs and attempted to take over the house, room by room. However, a lethal fighter named Tina stormed in, surprised Tom, and severely battered him. She even caused the roof to collapse over him. Tom drew his rifle and shot her as she lifted her knife to make the kill. Tom discovered Mia and Charlie had been taken prisoner, wounded and bruised outside. When Chen and Lawrence came, Chen grinned icily and said, you took my son, the person I love the most, from me. Kill Mia now, Lawrence, and experience my emotions. She gave a gun to Lawrence. With hesitation, Lawrence lifted the revolver. Lonnie arrived with Lang, Larry, and Jack in chains. She came clean. Lang was the one who bribed the dishonest police officers to murder Chen's son. It has nothing to do with Mia or Charlie. Chen demanded, why? As he turned to Lang. Jack and Larry escaped and started shooting at the others. Lawrence sacrificed himself by leaping in front of Charlie to save him. Tom reached for his revolver, still alive but wounded. Everywhere bullets flew. Chen's troops were shot down by Larry. Lang snatched up a gun and killed Chen. Larry continued to murder anybody who remained standing as Tom shot Lang, injuring him. As Lawrence lay dying, Mia and Charlie held him in their arms. Jack pursued Lonnie in the meantime, but Lonnie threw him back after blasting him with a shotgun. Charlie retaliated against his father by shooting Jack when he attempted to kill her. Larry snatched up the narcotics and fled to the train, but he couldn't get away from Tom. Shot after shot came from Tom. Ultimately, Lonnie gave Mia and Charlie fictitious passports, which allowed them to go. Tom glanced at Lonnie, scarcely able to stand. Go ahead, arrest me. Lonnie, however, shook her head. Tom closed his eyes, prepared for the next move.